All right, we are live. Welcome to our performance seminar for the 6:30 on the 6th of December. And we have one performer with us today. Her name is Miss Isabel. So Isabel, when you're ready, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and your piece for today.
I'm Isabel, and I'm going to be performing Far Away Friend.
That was a very musical performance, Isabel. I especially love how you take your time during the ritadandos and the pauses. Gives you time to reflect, right? What's the name of the piece? Far Away Friend, yeah. So yeah, and that gave it really brought us into that bubble that you as the performer or could be the audience are thinking about a friend that's far away that they haven't seen for a long time. All right. I also found that your range of dynamics is great. It's good. Right? You know when to bring the volume right down, and then I can see that you really enjoy playing the forte sections as well.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. I was like, oh, easy. It was good. It was good. I think. Well, before I continue, what were your thoughts on that performance?
I also really liked the Forte section, and then the first line on the second page. I liked how the last measure was uh, it was like really soft, and I really changed the dynamics really fast.
Yeah, you did really well. I think you know that you're really good at changing dynamics fast, so you're like, I'm gonna do it all the time. Right. But it's good. Like you don't want to, but you don't want to do it all the time because you want it to, just for very special moments that the harmonies change, or like the change of weather. It's raining, 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 and all of a sudden the rain just stops. Clouds open up and the sun comes in. Like, that's the kind of effect that you're really good at doing. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was just fascinated to hear how you how you navigate the piece of music. Like you're really listening, even your left hand. Da da dum, da da dum, da. I can hear your left hand has a role as well. My my only thought is tone, right? So tone is the voice of a piece of music. And when you play quietly, you have a very sweet tone. When you play loud, however, it can come across quite intense. And I'm not sure if the piece of music suits being intense. I think it could be loud and it can have presence, but what are your thoughts on that idea?
I feel like I was kind of like playing maybe like not a like aggressive almost on some of the parts.
Right. I mean, if you believe it should be aggressive, yeah, okay. But I don't know, when you listen to the actual music, and when it's loud, it's only loud for just a short period of time, right? It's not loud for like a whole line. So I'm thinking that you can still be loud, but don't be so quick into the keys, because then it can come across as a little bit aggressive, right? And so you want it to play loud but have a whole sound. You already want your hand to be on the keys, and then you just lower your arm into it rather than coming from a height. Yeah, I couldn't actually see, but I imagine that that's the reason why it was coming across as a little bit intense at times, was because you're coming from a height and you're also pushing it down quite quickly. So just keep in mind the position of your hand over the keys and also how fast you're hitting the notes. Yeah, that was really it. That was really it. I think that, and I think if you can control that, then like the da da dee da, these lines will smoothen out, and it won't sound like 1, 2, 3, 4. It won't sound like 4 individual chords, but rather a phrase. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you listen back to your recording, you'll hear how beautifully you shape anything that's quiet. Like you direct the line, da 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 da. That's beautiful. It's just when you went loud, it was passionate, but a little bit too intense. That's my own personal take, right? So experiment, right? The music is quite subjective. There's no right or wrong, but our role here is to get to question your interpretation, right? So that you know, oh yeah, I play like that because I believe this, and I think you'll find that the best artists in the world, when you hear them on YouTube or live, they're so convincing, right?
Yeah.
Like the way that they play or the way that they sing, you're like, wow, you really believe that you can fly, or you really believe you're, whatever it is. So just bear that in mind. But otherwise, I really enjoyed how engaged you are with the music making. Listen back to this though. What I say won't matter until you actually hear it yourself, and then you can make your own adjustments. Okay. All right. Cool. Well done, Isabel. Thanks for turning up, and we'll see you again next week sometime. Okay.
Okay.